Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Bison. Today we are casting another game in the 2v2 tournament. This is the semi-final between Team We Play PvP with Nico and Captain Link against Revkey with Kinesi and Revnak. I'm joined with McCleves today. How's it going, McCleves?
Hello everyone, doing fine. Really excited for this top tier game.
So we are on the map Central Asia. Do you want to tell us more about this map?
Central Asia is a very... It's one of the maps they added quite a bit later in the game than a lot of the other DLC maps. Well, this isn't really a DLC map, but it does contain some of the new natives, the Tengri, and it's a very it's a very interesting map in layout because there's this little lake that you can use for an early water start. There's the trade line that's behind it, so it's kind of hard to pressure if you are also pushing on the main body of the map. And on the resources are also quite restricted around the base, so you can really contain your opponents.
So on the northern side of the map, the team We Play PvP with Nico and Captain Link is playing Dutch for Nico and Lakota for Captain Link. And on the southern side of the map, Revnak playing Indians is with Kinesi playing as Sweden. So, what do you think about the matchup?
Yeah, I think I would like to see India putting some early pressure while Sweden booms behind it. That's usually the way India has played in team games, I feel. But it's also just a very effective way of shielding your teammate while he really takes off. And we know that Kinesi is really good at taking off. And on the other part, usually you'd assume there will be some kind of rush when there's Lakota, or maybe at least some containing. But Dutch likes to sit in base, so I'm kind of apprehensive as to what we'll see from these two players.
And look at that deck from Kinesi. This scream no aggression. There is literally one military card, and this is the 2 Falconet shipment, which is pretty much a must in non-3D games.
There's a leather cannon in H2, but it's not really that aggressive.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. So a really hard aggression. We could see a hack-ability spam, actually. There's everything you need for a hack-ability spam.
Yeah, he's even got the Cav training card. That's kind of exceptional. You don't, riding school, you don't see that very often.
In terms of Revnak with a pretty economically focused India deck, albeit a bit less greedy than Kinesi, but we won't see a rush, I think, from those players. As expected, Kinesi being famous for being a rather defensive, turtly player. And Revnak too.
And we already see an in-base aggro. That's quite early one too, but I think it's actually quite normal.
So Captain Link aging up with messenger. Interesting.
That does suggest early pressure, not gonna lie. He's taking a TP as well. Taking the line of sight on the TP next to India. That's interesting.
And nice scouting by Lakota. Of course, this explorer being really fast.
So and they've got the envoy too, remember?
Well, yeah, because of Nico, and definitely the envoy scouting this dark area on the map here, so they will have full line of sight of the map. Kinesi pretty content to just scout their half of the map, not really interacting with the map, and Revnak not interacting either. Revnak choosing to go for an early trading post. Interesting. Very much in line with the defensive playstyle. and you don't have to spend resources in military anyway.
And India does really benefit from it with the villages they get from their shipments.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, this is a very nice map for Sweden. You have a lot of gold mine everywhere. We see already Kinesi topping the map.
Is that new top actually going to get a gold gathering on it? It seems a little bit far. It does get a point. Okay,
you can trust into Kinesi's ability to put all the tops.
I suppose that's right. Oh, he is putting them on the salt mine. That's an interesting choice.
Is it? Yes,
it's going to last very long, so.
Yeah, but I think the salt mine does gather more slowly, even with torps.
It does. That's why I'm. What? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it does.
As we have the first raid from Captain Link. Kinesi being able to spot it, no problem about it. Large amounts of line of sight on Team Rev T, especially with those torps and everything. The Kinesi has spotted the fact that there is an outpost for Nico. So, unfortunately, Nico was trying to sneak in an outpost, but they got spotted.
Man, Kinesi has to be very happy with his choice to pull these two top wagons this side, because first he spotted the tower, and secondly he would have run straight into the extra riders if he had. Oh, and my bad. I think.
Does he
it's going up. This
is really unfortunate. And now
he does see it, but it's too late. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's also in Sweden's base with another batch of cavalry archers.
Just getting pushed back. Have some kind of dead villager on the grind? I don't think so. Interesting to see if Lakota is being used as a counter to India. Keep in mind that the Sepoy got nerfed in terms of anti-cav damage. They now do as much as a Rusket to cav, which is pretty low for a high value unit like this. But
although these Minutemen are still quite
potent, for that cost, definitely.
Oh, he's taking the fight. No, you just gotta run, man. Come on.
Oh, and the snare.
Yeah, you lost 2 X riders there.
This is really unfortunate, and now the wall is here, so these Caroleans are at no risk of being rushed down and forced to use their melee attack. They will be able to use their range multiplier. So,
what is Dutch up to?
So, Dutch...
He's going to age up, maybe?
Doing... I'm sorry.
Where are the banks? Where are the banks? What is this? So confusing.
He sent the petard
Wait,
card.
He did age up. Okay, he does the. This is the petard thing. I faced it. I faced this on ranked.
We missed it.
Very interesting.
We missed it. The Revnak is repairing the TC.
But that means he somehow killed one of the petards, didn't he?
Yes, I think so. In all the confusion, Nico sent the 6 petard card, and problem is, I think he was all in on this, so I don't know how you boom back from that as Dutch.
Well, you do have the 1k wood crates, which kind of helps, but yeah, it definitely cost him some eco going for this, and they didn't achieve their goal, because if they had, then it would probably have been okay, but now he just paid for nothing, basically. Interesting.
And the problem is, now those walls might have hindered the pathing of the Petards. And from there, you can really hurt the strategy by just making sure they have to go around or something. And keep in mind,
and Sweden is really scaling now.
Between the torps and the houses here, they had full line of sight all the way around here, which was the only way into Revnek's base. So the strategy, unfortunately, that seemed doomed to fail. Kinesi, massing Caroleans, sending the 2 Falconet shipment. I think no Sweden player will be astonished by this. This looks like stock standard Sweden right there. And this is the moment Lakota needs to age up, but they don't have the messenger because they used it for age 2.
Yeah, so he's aging with wood.
He sent the halberdiers, and this is a decent amount of siege coming Kinesi's way. And so Revnak and Kinesi seem to want to send their military.
And Dutch skirmishes are quite far away, so they have to run now. And they do. These helpsmen, they need. They're gonna get snared? No.
But the
Caroleans now. Oh, and it gets the snare off.
No, a stomp here would have been terrible. But keep in mind, while Kinesi is chasing,
he
gets the fouls.
Good flank. Nice.
And I feel like he could have stayed a bit longer to get the Falconets, but I guess Captain Link did not want to risk it all. Meanwhile, these halberdiers, while these guy was distracted, they decided to run back on the explorers. So GG Revnek losing both of these elephant explorers, which is pretty nice. Revnak still has H2 Gorkas. My guess would be that he is not upgrading them right now. Interesting. Because he has no... Oh yeah, he has a barracks. There you go.
And there it is. Yeah, maybe it just finished. Yeah. He's changing consulates. So I suppose he's got his vills and is going for grids now. Yeah,
that
looks like
would stand to reason. He did not go for the Delhi. Ooh, and this is a bad place for Reuters. Losing 2, unfortunately. And he knows he can't stay there because there's a Falconet.
Yeah, how did you do it? I suppose
I think he had line of sight.
This
is a scary mess from Lakota.
All these bow riders are...
This is a mix, I think. This is a mix of bow rider and axe rider.
Yeah, but no rifle riders. And he does have the blind monk slowing him down if he just drag boxes. So he needs to be very aware of that. Nice pick off by Dutch here. Good micro.
And Nico with a nice split here from the skirmishers, making sure to get all of the line of sight. I don't think Kinesi knows about this Rax. No, they don't. And Kinesi and Revnik happy to just go in on the action. And this is a sandwich here. And I think this Falconet is not long for this world. And
yeah, but
all the
Lakota's going to lose its mass, and I'm worried about Lakota because their food on the map is going to be really bad. And this wasn't the best trade they could get, so I don't know. I don't know about this. Like they certainly pushed Revnek and Kinesi back, but was it worth the cost?
Well, the Gorka will certainly be able to beat the skirms.
Yeah.
Unless Nico goes for some. And they have one more range, but they have more damage. So not only are they sacrificing Lakota's mass, but they are also losing the fight, actually. Oh, and the Team Kukala soldiers just coming in clutch to remass.
No, Dutch's eco is still gonna... But this is a good fight there. This kind of turns it around.
And keep in mind that when these guys are in melee, they cannot use their multiplier, so Kinesi losing a lot of Caroleans right there. Maybe the monks will save the day. I seriously doubt it.
Yeah, Lakota's still looking very much down in eco. Like, Lakota's eco is just not that good, really. But Kinesi's score has taken a hit as well. So the scores are still kind of in favor of Kinesi and Revnak, but not that much.
Yeah, I think Lakota's overextended right now, unfortunately.
Well, Lakota doesn't have anything right now. They don't have an eco, they don't have an army. It's going to be really tough. He does send in the 8 hills, I think, so that really helps. But Hackapel's coming out from Sweden.
In Sweden, slowly beginning the march towards a fully upgraded Hackapellet.
Yeah, but the card he's sending right now only affects the sauce, doesn't it? I think that's the wrong card.
It's a hand infantry. Actually, Hackapellets are classified as hand infantry.
They are hand cavalry. Okay.
For some reason, because they have a gun and are hand cav. No idea why, but all of these cards, all of these 4, 5, 6 cards, 7 cards affect Hackapellet, which makes them very deadly when fully upgraded.
Oh yeah, look at that. And you can kite with them too. Like, oh, man.
And keep in mind,
a unit that can kite. Yeah, man, this is terrible. A unit that can kite, but also has high melee damage. How nice is that?
So this melee damage was nerfed against infantry specifically. To enable skirmisher to basically stand the chains. Oh, but this is very nice from Lakota's part. A lot of dead villager for Kinesi. 45
Sweden does have 3 town centers there.
So they will be able to replenish this super quickly. 63 villager for Revnak, 47 from Jimmy, and 40, but with 3 banks, only 3 banks for Nico. Nico having a lot of resources right now. Kinesi having a problem with his shift click, it would seem. Pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. Maybe the veil is just not there yet. Still, I think that's the case. I see a little dot on the map moving.
Nico sending infantry combat, but not the H2 card. So skirmisher definitely better than before. But I think Honored Gorkha are still better. Although this is better than Gorkha.
That's a lot of artillery. He's got a huge mass, really. Although, where's Lakota's raiding on the other side of the lake.
And this town center is going down.
Oh, so Kinesi wasn't on 3 TCs. He was just building a 3rd one, and that's done now.
If Kinesi loses this mass, this could be bad.
Yeah, he's not going to, but...
Kinesi instantly recognizing this. And this is go time for Nico. He knows Kinesi is not there, that he can push. So instantly he decides to go in. And this Falconet's pathing is questionable at best. What is he doing?
Unfortunately, there's no towers out here or Zamburex that are just speed, lightning, and whatever else. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Actually, the villagers can take down.
Is it? Is it an artillery raid?
An artillery raid, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an artillery raid. And as Saint Harrison would say, research great codes, because sometimes it saved you from dying in 2 cannonballs. And the weird thing is, Revnek's siege elephants are completely useless right now. Because somehow, someway, he's raiding with Falconets. Ladies and gentlemen, the Falconet raid.
When is he going to? Is he going to lose? He knows the siege elephants are moving, so he's got to take them back, right? It would be a huge waste if he just.
While he is busy destroying this, he's taking the map with a fort. So if the siege elephants, oh no.
Are they going to go for the Falcons or? No, he's choosing to go for.
This is terrible.
Well, yeah, he kind of called it himself with those Falcons already. And that's gone. Oof.
That's a wasted shipment.
Yeah.
He only had to move them back or to pressure with the skirms.
And honestly, their artillery raid, while it was fun and nice, he kind of needed those Falcons against, because look how his masses dwindle like compared to what he had.
This is a nice shot. And nice micro on Nico. Nico out microed Revnak right now. Pretty impressive stuff. And Revnak doing.
Oh, but Revnak is a storm. Are these Gurkhas upgraded?
Yes, 100 Gurkha.
Yeah.
And right now, this Falconet trying to shoot, not getting the Gurkhas. Nico not out of it by any means, and all the while, Captain Link and Kinesi are in a battle of Dragoons, but unfortunately, fully upgraded Hackaballets seem to be better than Elite Bow Rider, believe it or not. And the Misery and Rocket from Revnak, so this is going to spell
Misery
for Nico. Oh. And now he can push without any fear of retribution.
And
nice micro, nice shot from the. And now the Hackaballets
it's all falling apart.
Yeah. Keep in mind that Hackaballets, for another some reason, have a 0.7 multiplier against villagers and not 0.5. So they are effectively 40% better than other Dragoons. While in the meantime, the Bow Rider were nerfed to half damage to villagers, like every other Dragoon. So Lakota giving away a bit of their trade secret to Sweden, it seems. So Lakota using their mobility to come back into this fight. Unfortunately, there's just the Rider left.
He's losing so many kills.
Huge raid happening, and this is game. Captain Link.
And Revnak is on 93 kills and H4. He's so far ahead.
Pretty intense game. We missed a lot of stuff. Incredible game with an incredible back and forth. The Petard attempt with the tower instantly spotted by Kinesi. The Falconet raid.
We missed that.
So much thing happening left and right. I think Nico and Captain Link really tried to go for a diversion strategy, even managing to divert the attention of the casters. But unfortunately, it was not enough for the defensive playstyle of Revnak. Keep in mind also that when you have a defensive playstyle, it's easier for the defender to keep track of everything you're doing because he sees everything. Because of the towns at the line of sight, because of his buildings, because of walls you have to be funneled in some direction. Meanwhile, you as the attacker has to always check whether your raiding party has been destroyed by, pikemen, or did you get caught on your second skirmisher group or something. So I think also Revnak and Kinesi using this diversion tactic to their advantage on this game. In terms of resources, Revnak and Kinesi easily ahead, with two
Dutch was
admittedly
very far behind without the banks.
Admittedly, I said easily ahead because these two civilizations are strong economic civilization with pretty hard and powerful booms that don't really take anything away from your eco. In terms of military, Revnak with the superior micro, getting the good trades. Kinesi too, and Captain Link really falling apart, considering the fact that most of his units cost more than the others. In terms of resources,
I feel like he did a good job, but yeah, look at how Revnak just takes off there. It's amazing.
There's a reason why he is the rank 1 player after all. And in terms of
it's interesting how there's like a sudden increase in resource gathering after like after like 16, 17 minutes.
He's about to link with the amount of villages he had. I think he plopped down the multiple TCs and decided to pump out units. And surprisingly enough, where is 300 Tower of Victory, Charminar Gate, and Delhi Gate? No Carnimata. So he could have put a Carnimata right there and buffed all 34 villages here.
Well, arguably he didn't need it.
Well, he already had the most resources, so you're right, he didn't. And yeah, these Orange Gorka with the Mensa door right there. Super strong, 200 HP, 28 ranged attack, almost feeling like Imperial units against vet skirms.
And it's so hard to pick up the Mensa door too, because it looks so similar.
And if you're very good, you can spot the little cap here, but again, if you play like me on the Dicker Zoom, you basically
with low graphs too, like yeah, like everyone plays with low graphs nowadays, so or not everyone, but a lot of people do, and you just don't see it.
I prefer low graphics settings because I find a lot of foliage very disturbing and distracting.
Yeah, especially the foliage, but even like for me, it's just a question of performance, really. Anyways, very good game.
All right. Do you have anything more to add, McCleves?
Yeah, I think the original strategy from Nico and Captain Link kind of backfired because there were no banks, and it didn't really work out. Like it would have been very interesting to see what would have happened if it had worked out. And the second thing is, I've never seen an artillery raid before. That was pretty interesting.
All right. If you liked what you saw, especially the artillery raid, feel free to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment on your best strategy for an artillery raid, and if you think horse artillery is the new cav archer. And I hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time.